Namaste yogis, my name is Jess and I'm a certified yoga instructor, and today we are continuing our journey through the Yamas. Today we are on the fourth Yama, Brahmacharya. Brahmacharya is often translated as celibacy or moderation. But at its essence, Brahmacharya means the intentional and wise use of your energy. It's not about restriction. It's about redirection and practicing discernment. So what is Brahmacharya? Let's get into it. The word Brahmacharya comes from the word Brahma, or divine or higher truth. And Charya means to walk or follow. So Brahmacharya means to walk with God, or to align your actions with a higher purpose. In traditional yogic life, it translated as celibacy, but for modern practitioners, it relates to how we manage all of our energy, emotionally, spiritually, mentally, physically, and sexually. So why does it matter today? Let's dive in. In a world of constant stimulation and endless distraction, our energy gets scattered. Brahmacharya invites us to ask ourselves, where is my energy leaking? Where is my energy going? Where am I chasing temporary pleasure instead of lasting peace? And what would it look like to honor my life force as sacred? I know for a lot of us, and for me, I struggled with self-worth and self-love for a very long time, and did not honor myself, my body. I did not view my body as a temple. I poisoned it with substances and cigarettes and put myself in position where I would be harmed. This Yama is about living with balance and intention instead of indulgence and repression. How do we practice Brahmacharya off of the mat? Let's get into it. So first things first, number one will be digital moderation, of course. We all know that we are all glued to our phones. It has become a third appendage, if you will. How do we do that? By limiting endless scrolling. Social media breaks. Create a screen-free day or weekend, or a few hours of day. Create screen-free time where you can actually just be present with yourself or with your family or your children, or even a project that you're working on, where you are grounded and focused, and all of your attention is right here on that thing. This time will allow you to reconnect with yourself. Number two, conscious consumption. So what does that mean? Choosing food, entertainment, and conversations that uplift, leaving you feel energized and happy, rather than taking in food and conversations and things that pull you down and make you feel heavy and are harmful. Even the music that we listen to. So consumption doesn't just relate to food. Media that we're consuming, the things that we're watching, porn, horror films, music that does not relay a positive message, that degrades women and sensationalizes stealing and drug use and drug addiction and murder, and violates ahimsa, which is non-harming. We don't realize it when we're consuming these things, especially as it relates to music, but it is having a negative impact on our subconscious mind, and it impacts us energetically and affects our mood. So when we understand how powerful words are, you begin to see the bigger picture of why music is so powerful and how it affects the world around us in shaping young minds and mindsets and worldviews. Moving on to number 3. Avoid overstimulation, which leads to lethargy and craving. 3. Sexual integrity. Be mindful of how, why, and with whom you share your sexual energy with. Ask yourself this: am I sharing my sexual energy with this person to escape or to connect? Honor the cycles of rest and stillness. Give yourself the space to rest, pause, and recharge. Practice self-inquiry. Ask yourself internally, what do I need right now? Am I listening to my body? 5, redirect your energy. Rechannel your energy into creativity, service, devotion, and spiritual growth. I've found that chasing after pleasure instead of peace has led me down a very dark path. Once I became grounded in my spiritual practice, my whole life has changed for the better. Our daily reflection practice. Your journal and your pen or your pencil and write these questions down. Reflect. Think about how Brahmacharya is showing up in your daily life. Where are you leaking energy? Ask yourself, where am I wasting my time? Where am I wasting my energy? Allow yourself to sit on it and then write down your answer and review and reflect. This will help to build the awareness we need to redirect our energy to that of something positive and useful, beneficial in our lives. What next? If it's no, ask yourself, what activities, people, or environments drain me? Have you ever been around a person who just sucks the life out of the room or the life out of you? They're like walking black holes. They're always negative, always never have anything positive to say, never acknowledge anything positive that you're doing or any changes that you're working on in yourself, with your life or your behavior, what have you. They're very pessimistic and work really hard to plant doubt in your mind, letting you know every day that, or every chance they get, that you're wasting your time trying. Think about these people as they show up in your life. And now ask yourself, what restores me? Who makes me feel uplifted, energized, and happy and at peace? It doesn't necessarily have to be people or a person. It can be a place, a thing, a memory, a thought. We can also waste time obsessing over past events or reliving past experiences in our mind. That can also steal time from ourselves. Spending a lot of time rethinking and reliving past experiences. Think about that and write down ways that when you recognize that is happening, how to make that internal shift. Ask yourself, how can I align my energy with my core values, with my highest good? Now for our daily affirmations. Repeat to yourself, internally or out loud, I honor my energy and I use it with wisdom, intention, and purpose. Repeat this affirmation to yourself throughout the day. Just checking back in is a way to practice as your self-awareness practice. Next, mindful action. How do we apply Brahmacharya throughout the day, other than our affirmations, journal prompts, and self-inquiry practices? Let's get into it. Choose one thing to practice moderation with for the day. Whether it's your phone, your habits, your words, if you are someone who curses a lot, someone who smokes or has a bad habit of not putting things away, or has a habit of leaving the laundry sit in the washer and then having to go back and rewash it because you left it in there. Whatever it is, practice staying present, mindful action. Notice the clarity that it brings into your life. Understand that when we use our energy with intention, we are now taking control of our lives and our body instead of being controlled by the senses in our environment, being pulled and thrown back and forth like a pendulum. Brahmacharya is a daily choice to turn away from chaos and turn in the direction of clarity. When we preserve and protect our life force, we become more powerful and peaceful and present. We move through life with intention and purpose. We are no longer ruled by the cravings and the pull of the senses. We become the creators of our sacred energy. Namaste. May your energy serve your soul's highest path today. Thank you for spending this time with me, and stay tuned for the matching asana practices that go along with the Yama lectures, and we will be diving into the Niyamas very soon. See you in the next one.